I still remember the exact moment I decided to go all in into freelancing. I had no experience, no network, and had no clue how the online world worked. But one thing was crystal clear. I refused to stay trapped in a system that dictated my time, my income, and my freedom. And that decision completely changed my life. I went from feeling stuck to building a business that lets me work from anywhere in the world. Thailand, Bali, Italy, you name it. But let's be real, it wasn't easy. I hit roadblocks, wasted time on things that didn't work, and made mistakes that cost me a lot of money. If I could go back and talk to my younger self, the Joachim that was just starting out, overwhelmed and unsure, this is exactly what I'll tell him to do. Step 1, what are you offering? Before you start to make money, you need to know what you're selling. There are 2 ways to approach this in freelancing. One specialized skill that businesses are actively seeking and paying well for, like Facebook ads, email marketing, video editing. The second approach is your time. Here you would be handling tasks that don't require a deep skill set, like customer support, admin work, or social media posting. I personally skipped the selling my time phase. But if you're starting from zero, it could be a good way to get your foot in the door. The key is to not stay in this phase too long. Trading time for money has limits. Instead, focus on transitioning into a high-value skill set that lets you earn more while working less. Step number 2, pick a blue ocean skill. You don't want to compete with 1,000 people offering the exact same service for peanuts. That is the red ocean. Crowded, cutthroat, and actually a race to the bottom. Instead, find a blue ocean skill. Something that solves a real business problem, has high demand but low supply, pays well, and offers recurring income. For me, that skill was media buying on Meta. Business owners were desperate for somebody that could scale their business profitably with ads, and they were willing to pay top dollar for that. But maybe ads is not your thing. Other examples of blue ocean skills could be email marketing for e-commerce brands, email marketing for online coaches, YouTube automation systems, sales funnel optimization. If you're unsure on what to choose, ask yourself, does this skill solve a real business problem? Are businesses already spending money on this? And very important, can I get good at this in a few months? If the answer is yes, go all in. Step 3, learn and build a portfolio even if you don't have any clients yet. When I started, I had no money to buy fancy courses, but I did have time. So I did what every smart freelancer does. Watched hours of YouTube tutorials, analyzed top freelancers to see what worked, and reverse engineered successful case studies. Pro tip, if you can't afford a paid course, look at their curriculum and see if you could use it as a roadmap for self-learning. Another pro tip, the moment you start earning a little bit, reinvest that in yourself. Buy courses now, because a course will just bring you quicker to the results. For example, I could walk to the mall and that would take me 2 hours, or I could take a car and be there in 10. For me, buying a course and investing in myself is like taking a car. It might be the same knowledge, but I will just get there way quicker, and I don't have time to waste. Now, don't wait until you have clients to build your portfolio. What you could do is create sample work. If you're learning email marketing, build an email flow for a fictional brand. If you're doing video editing, take video clips of existing videos and try to make them better. Just make sure that you can showcase what you can do. Because here's the truth, your portfolio will sell your service, your resume won't. Step 4, get clients without feeling like a salesperson. This is where most beginners get stuck. They learn a skill but have no idea how to land their first client. Here's exactly what I did. Step 1, leverage your existing network. And I don't mean your professional work network. Just hear me out. I made a simple post on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn saying, hey, I'm helping target audience. For me, that was e-commerce brands. With the problem, for me, the problem was getting stuck with organic content. Looking for 2 people to help at a discounted rate while I build my portfolio. And this is a win-win situation. And when I did this, my first client didn't came out of my network. It came out of a friend that I know that knew somebody that had an e-commerce brand that needed help. And you have this too. With all the people I've helped or coached, I've always seen when they do that, they always get their first or second client just by posting this, because they forget that it's not only their network but also the friends of friends. Second, sell results, not services. Instead of saying I do media buying on Meta, I said I help e-commerce brands scale with paid ads. Big difference, because your clients, they just want solutions to their problems. Third, remove the risk for your clients. Businesses can be very hesitant to hire beginners. Offer a free trial or a test campaign, charge lower prices in return for a testimonial, offer performance-based pricing, which means you only get paid when you get results, and this will position you as a trusted expert instead of a beginner. This is exactly what I did as well. For my first 2 clients, I worked for free just to get experience. And after that, I did performance-based work. So that way it was a win-win as well. The client would only pay me a lot if I brought in a lot of results. And the craziest part is I had one client and I brought so much revenue that I sent an invoice of almost 10,000 euros, which was mind-blowing from one client. And that's the beauty of it. But of course, not every skill can be performance-based. With meta ads, could be a part of the revenue you bring in. With email marketing, it could be a part of the revenue you brought in with email marketing. With video editing, it could be part of the sales that an organic video brought in. So there are plenty of options. Just try to think outside the box. Now, step 5. Most freelancers chase one-off jobs, which means they're always stressed trying to find that next client. Smart freelancers build recurring containers. There are clients that pay them every month the same amount. I transitioned from one-off projects to monthly retainers, because in the beginning I also had clients that had one event and they just wanted to promote that one event. And because of that, I realized like these are not my ideal clients because they only have 1 or 2 events every year. I want clients that pay me every month. And with e-commerce, that was good, because if you get good results, people will always want to pay you every month for more good results. And this is actually where freelancing becomes real business. Now, instead of worrying where your next paycheck is going to come from, you have predictable revenue rolling in. Final step, take action, because most people won't. I see so many people stuck in learning mode. They watch, they take notes, they plan, but never actually start. At some point, you just gotta put yourself out there. Start by sending that first cold email, post that first Instagram post, offer your services for free just to get the ball rolling, just so you can get some experience. Because 5 years from now, you'll either be exactly where you are today, or you would be looking back and thanking yourself for taking action. And if you want to learn about hybrid freelancing, check out this video.